Good day, it's Lee. Hey. Well, I want to make a fast video here talking about just being good to yourself and doing some healthy transformations. Everybody needs to do this. I guess we get in these predicaments sometimes of feeling, I guess some of my videos can be about inner transformation and progression and stuff like that. Try to keep it short. But, we get into these moments where we get into a cycle or a station in life, if you will, and having to, go through the motions of things and, not exactly always living up to the things we might have thought we were going to do or different things like this. But really, it's also a matter of understanding that, somehow we are where we're supposed to be. And when the soul truly is ready, then we have this, dynamic surge of, if you want to call it passion or willpower also to, go and do something to make your life more improved for yourself. So I guess I've just been thinking about that lately, and I just study just as a natural observation. It's not textbook. Anyone can do it, but I just like to study and look at, the human behavior and the position where humanity is in right now and these kind of things. And I think about us trying to grow as a team, and there's still a lot of competition and pride and things like that, but less and less and less, thankfully. And all the folly of the world, I guess, seems to kind of be coming to a head into a public view. We can condemn it just with our minds and hearts, saying it doesn't seem right. So yeah, I'm saying a few things in one, but I want to come down to individual progress and an enlightenment, and having that being, a unique thing for each single person, but at the same time, that level of growth is common to everybody. So when the heart is grand and very open, it wouldn't even matter if you spoke someone else's language. It's just like that universal love and understanding. And we all have experienced this. I guess what I'm trying to say in this video, though, shortly, is about, getting ourselves in positions and things where we, whether it's from fear or just from having a deep inner understanding of things, or just, not in the right timing, or different things like that, and having to deal with these kind of emotions and feelings of depression sometimes, or feelings of, I don't want to say like being stagnant, but, just feeling kind of in a spot where you don't really want to be. And I mean, I'm someone who often questions, why did I bother coming to this planet again, being incarnate again, so rough. But it makes more sense when you're out of the human drama, when you're in that suspended mode, when we're in our spirit form. Then things are a lot more fluid and easy, as long as you have a good heart and you're like really bad soul, something like that. Then it's maybe very loud and difficult. But for the most part, I think we have a very big, much better understanding. But it's going back into the body where we kind of feel a little bit pressured for things, and the issue of time and age and different things bugging us, and having an understanding of what we might have liked to have done by a certain thing, or all this kind of stuff. But really, to understand, we are indeed on a soul evolution pathway, all of us. And sometimes even just taking it easy or taking a break is just what we need to do. Sometimes staying at home and being sad and sulking a little bit is just maybe what we need to do. Sometimes maybe being a little bit angry is just what we need to be. Sometimes maybe being in a party mode or really silly and, comedic all the time is just where we need to be. So I guess I'm saying a lot of things in a silly roundabout manner, maybe. But I'm just trying to say, just to be good to yourself and realize where you are. Somehow it's where you need it to be, maybe want it to be. And if you feel it's truly not, then find whatever it takes to get yourself into a better place, into a better position. And if it requires doing it alone, so be it. If it requires leaning on others very much, so be it. Sometimes the kindest word from a stranger stranger. Are there any real strangers, I wonder? But yeah, sometimes even that can do a lot and, make you feel inspired to do something. But I guess I'm just saying this because I do it to myself as well, and I notice people are very hard on themselves. I have friends online and elsewhere, here, there, and everywhere, where I notice a pattern how we can. I don't want to say downtrodden, but maybe it's like, I don't know. We get used to a certain thing, and then kind of maybe have like a resigned nature about it. It happens to me a lot sometimes. Even even someone who could be, and I'm not extremely enlightened compared to others, I'm sure, but I'm just saying, I've noticed even with people that are very, very much open and very, this and that, there's still like it's, to be incarnate here, it's a trial, it's a test, it's a strengthening journey, it's a school, it's a hospital, it's a jail, it's so many things in one. And the more we let like the 3D reality control us or get us down, then it feels more like we're in a prison. Whereas the more the heart and the mind are open, and we can step back for a second, have a suspended moment, and say, well, maybe this is subject to me, but how do I want to look at that? Not forcefully empowering it, like overpowering, like a tyrant. Like the only way I can feel strong is if I control this planet, and then because that's all that inner turmoil. That's that scatterbrained mind and panicking, fearful pride, thinking, oh, I gotta do this. But I'm talking about real mastery, meaning without human ownership or what. I'm just saying, well, in a way of speaking, the world belongs to me just as it belongs to everybody, and having that harmony. So, I mean, think about these kind of things. And there was a nice Buddhist quote that was talking about, rather than panicking and worrying about the 3D life and the routine of things, just realize as soon as you have that switch turned on in the mind and saying, well, even for all this, even for all my day-to-day activities, even for all my routine, even for all my life, my work life, my this and that and the other, I can make it in my mind that it's subject to me. Even if I have to go through these motions, I can realize that somehow it's subject to me in a way, because it's a temporary thing, and ultimately we are the masters of our destiny. When it comes down to it, we end up getting into that realization. And even if we're not quite ready for something, maybe we had aspiration to do something. Oh, I would have wanted to do this or that, and we didn't do it. But that's okay, because there is a next life and a next life and a next life, or a moment that opens up, and then the timing just becomes, like perfect, really perfect, truly perfect. And we get into that moment and go, eureka, everything in its good time. But sometimes that turmoil is there inside of us because it's prompting us. And we have like a subconscious war, or a conscious war if we're talkative in our minds, but like humming and hawing on something, and eventually something just kind of happens. I remember being in my 20s and thinking, oh, this and that will never happen, or I'll never do this, never do that. And then some years later, a lot of things I never thought did end up happening. So it's kind of cool. So just saying that, I'm just talking about inner improvement, and being okay with where you are, and being okay with having that small struggle, and being okay with whether you do or not. But there's always roads opening up. If you want them to be there, they're going to be there. And not being shy to ask the universe, God and the angels and bodhisattvas and all sorts of beings, they're all very real, and they can really help us out. If you can use whatever names you want. There's no particular religion for it. But asking for help and being ready, and then just, saying to the universe, do this for me, help me with that. You never know. And having dignified humility, and having also a bit of, a little bit of zest, a little oomph. And like they say, no matter where you are, no matter what age, no matter this and that, there's always, I guess, there's a chance to try something out and feel good, and take the reins and move forward. Seize the day, like they say. What is it? Carpe diem. Is that it? So that's my message. Wishing everybody truly the best, wonderful moment, and be good to yourself. Be kind to others, and be kind to yourself too. It's so important. Having that level of relaxation and understanding and equality. We're all equal, whether we even realize it or not. People that are competing the most are the people that don't feel equal. They feel less than. So, but let's not do that. Let's stop doing that. We are all equal, innately and ultimately in our highest form, wherever we are in the path, coming and going to and from the great mind of God and the heart of the God, whatever you want to call it. We're all equal. So let's just relax and be nice to ourselves, be nice to others, and if we find something calling to us, take a chance, take a shot. It's not good to have too much regret, I guess. There you have it. Peace and love for everybody. I wish you the most fantastic moment, and we'll catch you soon. Take care.